In this video, we're going to import geodetic points from CMM. Let's start by creating a new survey. I'm going to go to Survey and then Browse. And I want to put this in a folder called G2346. This is our project folder. And I'm going to use that same name as the file name and press Enter. So Traverse PC has added the TRV extension to the name. I can come down now and tell it that it's a dependent resurvey. Put the job ID down here. Everything else looks good. I'm going to go to the coordinate reference system. Again, we're working in NAD 83, Oregon South, International Foot, and GRS 80 for our ellipsoid. We're going to go to project factors, and let's just set up our project information. We know that we're going to use 3,800 feet for the project elevation on this one. We're going to choose the two PLS options for distance and for direction. So geodetic distance at project elevation and true mean bearing based on mean course convergence. Let's OK that and get past the hints dialog box, and we're ready to import some data. So let's come up to File, Import. We're importing an ASCII file, and I'm going to go into Settings, and I've already saved a format for CMM Export COGO List Coordinates. Now you may not use this very often, but it's a very specific file type, and you'll notice that there are no comma delimiters, just spaces, and the longitudes are positive, so we're going to put a minus sign in front of the G to convert the sign of those. Traverse PC considers west longitudes to be negative. It uses the TXT extension, so we're going to choose OK. Let's browse now to our folder, and I've got a file right here, GPS coordinates text. I'm going to preview that, and I have come into this file and removed a header line, and there was also a scale factor and convergence for each point. Those would read in just as an extra point. We wouldn't care, but it was pretty easy just to clean it up real quickly. Again, notice the space delimited numbers, and notice that the longitudes are positive. So let's go ahead and close out that preview. Let's choose the import option, and we can see that we imported 4 points, that we're transforming them into coordinates using the NAD 83 just like we selected. Let's close this out and go over to our points view, and I'm just going to pin that real quickly here. First thing I'm going to do is select all 4 of these points and click the padlock icon right here that says Protect On. And I'm going to protect the positions only, X, Y, and Z geodetic. And these now show up as kind of bolded. I'm going to reselect and unselect here. The latitude and longitude are bolded because they're protected. So it's Traverse PC's way of saying we're protecting these geodetic positions. So Traverse PC isn't free to change those without you telling it that's exactly what you want to do. Notice again that it brought in our point labels. It tells us that these were imported points. And then in the status column there's a P for protected and a G that says we're holding the geodetic position, and if need be we'll compute an equivalent coordinate position. So we brought those points in pretty darn fast. I'm just going to come up and choose File, Save Survey to make sure that we save those back to the survey file, and now we're done importing our points.